Am I audible to all? Yes. So how did we calculate PV factor? PV factor was 1 upon 1. PV factor was calculated this way. So 1 upon 1 plus R raised to n, which means 1 upon 1 plus 0.12 raised to 5. So 1 upon 1.12 raised to 5. Therefore, 1 upon 1.12 equals to, you will get all the figures of 5 years like 0.89, 0.80, 0.71 and so on. Multiplying PV factor with CI, you will get DCI. Now, what would be the DCI first? Very good. Jayashree has written it. All the 5 years DCI altogether. It is 1,09,025, 1,34,000, 1,18,925, 92,800, and the last one is 69,825. Correct figures? Are these figures correct? Say yes or no at least. These are correct figures, I hope. Yes? Okay. Okay, very good. Yes, Shabnam has also written the same figures. Okay, fine. Very nice. Okay. Now this is known as DCI. The 1,92,25 rupees is known as DCI. No, this is DCI, no, Jayashree? This is DCI column. You have written CDCI. No, this is DCI. Now convert these figures into CDCI. 1,09,025 has to be same. 1,09,025 has to be same. Now go on adding, no? What would be the second figure? Okay, she has converted. Jayashree has converted. Next step. 2,43,025 is DCI of second figure. Is it correct? The DCI of second figure. See, these are the figures of CDCI. Yes, these are the figures of CDCI. Look at the screen. These are the figures of CDCI. Now, how you have to solve the formula? BP is the second step. Write down step number 2. Write down step number 2, PBP. What is the formula for PBP? Wait, I'll copy down. Formula for PBP is year before full recovery plus unrecovered amount upon inflow of that year. This is the formula. I hope you can see the screen. Okay, now what was the cost of the project? 5 lakhs if you remember. What is the cost of project? 5 lakhs. Look at CDCI column. Look at CDCI column. Which is the year in which you have recovered 5 lakhs rupees? Which is that year?
5 year.
Fifth year. Very good. But you don't want fifth year. You want a year before full recovery. A year before fifth year. So a year before fifth year is fourth year. Fourth year. Okay. Start the bracket. Year before full recovery plus unrecovered amount. In the fourth year, you could recover 4,54,750. But you should have recovered 5 lakhs. So 5 lakhs minus 4 lakhs 54,750. The amount of fourth year. 5 lakhs minus 4 lakhs 54,750. Okay. Divided by inflow of that year. What is DCI of fifth year? Inflow of that year. That year means 50 years inflow. That means the year in which full recovery is made. The year in which full amount is recovered. And which is that year? Fifth year. In fifth year, we have recovered the whole amount. You don't have to write CDCI of fifth year. You have to write DCI of fifth year. Inflow means, here inflow means DCI. What is DCI of fifth year?
69825.
69,825. Very good. That's correct one. Okay. Now solve it. Would be 4 plus same divide bracket. Now tell me. 5 lakhs
45 to 50.
minus 4 lakh 50. Wait. 4 lakh 54,750. The answer would be 45,250 divided by 69,825. Bracket close. So 4 plus, again same 4 plus, open the bracket now. So you have to divide 45,250 by 69,825. 0.65. Is it correct one?
Yes.
Actually on the calculator screen I can see 0.6480 and so many numbers after that. But I want only two figures. So look at 0.648. The third number is 8. So the second number has to be increased by 1. So 0.65. It would become 0.65. And the final answer would be 4.65. 4.65 years. Fine. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. This is how you have to calculate. Okay. Now I would like to share one thing with you that I had thought of before starting the lecture. Wait. 14th December, 14th. Yes. This 14th question. मतलब पेज नंबर कौन सा है ये? 197. Please note down somewhere. Page number 197. Sum number 4. Illustration number 14. I will read out to you. The cash streams of two alternative investments, Tata and Bata, are given below. It is 0. They are starting from the year 0. 0 means outflow. 0 means they are investing in the machines. They are investing in the projects. The cash outflow is there. वो pay कर रहे हैं. There is a payment of 2 lakhs rupees. And Bata 2 lakh 10,000. That means wherever you see 0 here, it means cost of investment. It means initial
वो
investment.
ब्रैकेट में भी है ना?
हाँ जी, ब्रैकेट मतलब कॉस्ट, मतलब जा रहा है, कैश जा रही है माइनस. ठीक है. उसके नीचे फर्स्ट से लेकर फोर्थ ईयर तक और फिफ्थ ईयर तक. From first year to fifth year, you are earning 50,000, 80,000, 1 lakh, 80,000, 60,000 as in profit. Now you will see, ma'am, what profits are given? Net profit before depreciation, net profit after before tax, after tax, or final is given. Nothing is written here. Otherwise, in every sum, we have seen they are giving you the description of what the net profit is given. Which type of net profit is given. The description is given there, but now they are not telling you anything. But now they are not describing anything. So what has to be considered? It has to be, because nothing is given, note very carefully. This is homework for you all. Note down very carefully. If net profit, the description is not given for the net profit, Shafiq, mute. Shafiq, if nothing has been described for the net profit, then you have to consider it as the final one. Then
CI.
you have to, yes, net profit after tax but before depreciation is already available to you. Why? Because they are not describing anything. I will not do myself. What will I do? Should I deduct the depreciation? Should I deduct the tax? Should I only add back the depreciation? What should I do? Because they are not describing anything. So if they are not describing anything, I have to consider the net profit as the final net profit, which I need for payback period method. The final net profit which I want for payback period method is net profit after tax but before depreciation. That means that's your CI. This final CI is already given. You don't have to do anything. Okay. The 2 lakhs rupees is cost of investment for Tata and 2,10,000 is the cost of investment for Bata. And the net profits for all the 5 years for each one of them is given. Now you are asked to calculate payback period method. This is your homework. Note down. This sum will be done 2 times. One for payback period method for Tata and Bata and for discounted payback period method for Tata and Bata.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. Is the instruction very clear?
Yes.
Everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now यहाँ पे क्या लिखा है देखो, कैलकुलेट पेबैक पीरियड मेथड, नेट प्रेजेंट जो आपको नहीं करना है, नेट प्रेजेंट वैल्यू आपको नहीं करना है, यूजिंग
सिर्फ
11%.
डिस्काउंट लेना है.
हाँ, वेरी गुड. ओनली यू हैव टू कंसिडर 11% डिस्काउंट रेट. Discount rate is nothing but PV factor. I will repeat once again.
Yes,
11%
ma'am.
which is given is considered to be as required rate of returns. That is R. R which is used in the formula of PV factor.
यस मैम समझ गया. एक बार
ठीक है.
CI और CCI और एक
हाँ
बार
जी, हाँ
CI
जी, हाँ जी.
CDCI वैसा वाला.
वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. आप है ना अपना ये होमवर्क कल मुझे दिखा सकते हो. कल हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे. आप फोटोज नहीं भी डालोगे तो चलेगा. ओके, फोटोज में डालो या फिर आप
ग्रुप में डाल देते क्लासरूम में.
गूगल क्लासरूम में डालो, चलेगा. नो प्रॉब्लम. गूगल क्लासरूम में अपने फोटोज अपलोड करना. आई विल चेक इट. ओके, लेट्स सी हु इज डूइंग इट एंड हु इज डूइंग इट राइट. Okay, 11% discount rate means R, required rate of returns. Okay, उसके नीचे क्या लिखा है? Benefit cost ratio using 11%. ये आपको देखना ही नहीं है. This is nothing of you, no use of you. I mean, this is no use of it. ठीक है, इसको छोड़ देना. For the two alternatives, which one would you choose and why? वो लास्ट में नीचे नोट लिखना पड़ेगा आपको. पेबैक के लिए अलग नोट, डिस्काउंटेड पेबैक के लिए सेपरेट नोट. For payback period, separate note. For discounted payback period, separate note. So you have to do this sum as per payback period method for Tata and Bata and write a note. And you have to do again for discounted payback period method for Tata and Bata and then again write a note. So I am giving you just an overview that how you have to do the sum. Okay? Is that okay with everyone? Please don't look at the solutions. Okay, be very I mean ऐसे ईमानदारी से करना है सबको. ठीक है, be very honest. See, it's going to be useful for you, not for me. I'm giving you homework just for your sake, so that you practice and you come to know that your level of understanding, your level of whatever you see in the lecture, and you can do it at home by your own self. You need to understand, no? If you copy, that's your loss. You're grown-ups now. I'm not going to tell you each and everything. You're already grown up, so you have to understand. Okay? You don't have to copy. Don't look at the solution. Do it your own self. Okay? Please do it by your own self. Don't copy. Don't ask anybody. Just check आपको आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा है. Fine? I've given the overview of the sum. Now you have to copy it down in your notebook. Fine. 14th sum is homework. And one more sum. Wait. I'll tell you. Don't look at the solution. They are not presenting the sum as I do. Okay. Is the question? Yes, I have that. Yes. 13th sum is homework. You have to do two methods, payback period method and discounted payback period method. 13th sum with payback period method and with discounted payback period method. Three projects are there. Project X, Y, Z. So how will you do? Starting with payback period method, you will do for X, Y, and Z and write down a note. And then you will do discounted payback period method for X, for Y, for Z and write a note for discounted payback period method. Okay. Here the cost of capital is 15%. That means R, required rate of returns. Okay. Outlay, cash outlay, the first line. Gati company is considering the following three investment proposals requiring a net outlay. Outlay means cost. Cost of project X 1,20,000, Y 1,70,000, Z 2,40,000 respectively. 1,20,000, 1,70,000, 2,40,000 is the cost of the projects X, Y, Z respectively. Okay. And if again same thing, nothing has been disclosed about the type of the net profit, so you have to consider it as the final one, CL. So 10,000, 30, 45, 65, 45, the profits of X are considered as final profits of X. That means CL. Okay, so two sums are homework, 13 and 14. All the best for your sums. Keep revising and practicing. Okay. Tomorrow I don't have lecture, but then Friday. So you have one day to complete your homework. That's tomorrow. And I will discuss your homework, or you can put it in the Google Classroom. Okay. Take a picture, upload it in the classroom. Okay, fine. Don't forget to upload it in financial management classroom, because you have two classrooms, direct X and financial management. So do it in the financial management classroom. Okay, fine. I hope you have no doubts. I can end the lecture.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
Ma'am.
Bye
Yes, ma'am.
everybody. Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye.